Whose job is it in the building to enforce the rules? Thoughts? Everybody's job. Now this is how it looks. If you are struggling with tier 1 behavior management types of things, like child isn't supposed to have a hat on, and you see a child with a hat on, your job is, when that child's coming at you, is to walk past that child and say, hey, take your hat off, you know the rule, and keep on walking. Now, what is that child going to do as soon as he gets past you? Put the hat back on. You know that. But what you have to know is that the adult who now bumps into the child around the corner is going to say, hey, take your hat off. You know the rule. Child takes their hat off, goes around the corner, puts it back on again. And that third adult has to say the same thing. If that child hears, take your hat off, from 75 different adults every single time he has it on, after a couple weeks of that, he's going to take his hat off. That's going to be an automatic response. But the problem is when one of us gets tired of enforcing that because we don't think it's necessary. We say, you know what, I got more fish to fry than a kid with their hat on. And what that results in is behaviors that are escalated because we haven't been consistent with the little stuff. So if the kid's walking around the corner and another teacher sees the child and says, hey, how you doing today, but doesn't acknowledge the hat, that's the hole in the system. And that's how we end up with bigger behaviors than we actually need. That tier 1 system has to be consistent, and we all got to own it. It has to be the way we do business. And when kids know that, we have less kids who up the ante.